Hi, welcome to Financial ChitChat. My name's Jerry Hill and I am your host. Today's topic I want to talk about is umbrella policies. What is an umbrella policy and do I need an umbrella policy? What does it cover? Is it something that I should get? And the answer is what an umbrella policy does is think of an umbrella. It goes above your auto policy and above your homeowner's policy, and it covers you for excess liability. Generally, umbrella policies are sold in increments of $1 million. So you can buy $1 million worth of coverage, you can buy $2 million. I think the highest umbrella I've seen was $30 million. So you can buy those for varying amounts, but the good thing about them is they're absolutely necessary because you never want to put yourself in a position to where you have a bad day behind the wheel of a car and all of a sudden your auto policy liability is not enough to cover the other person or multiple people's injuries, and now they're looking to you to satisfy that auto claim, and what that means is that's going to come out of your personal assets. You might have to liquidate a bank account, liquidate stocks, take out a loan, whatever the case may be. You don't ever want to put yourself in that position because umbrella policies are fairly inexpensive. And it'll go above that auto coverage by, let's use the case of $1 million. The reason they're necessary is because the cost to litigate the different auto accidents is very expensive. The cost to hire attorneys when you're being sued is very expensive. So it also covers not just you and your car, but you and your house. Like I said, there's different scenarios where you will run into liability issues when you own a home, or you're renting an apartment, or you have a condo. Whatever that case may be, you need a homeowner's policy. It's just a different variation of a homeowner's policy. Let's say, for instance, I think I've given you this example before. You hit a golf ball off of a course, it crashes through the window of a car. That's a liability issue that's going to come off of your homeowner's policy. I'll give you a very relevant one. I'm sure most of you, depending on your age, saw the O.J. Simpson trial, where O.J. Simpson, this famous football player, was put on trial for the murder of his wife and her friend. Well, when you go on trial like that, when you have been accused of something, your homeowner's policy steps in to cover you for liability. Because at the end of the day, there was no presumption of guilty. The only presumption in our country is you are innocent until proven guilty. So the insurance company has to step up and provide you with that amount of liability, meaning they then begin to hire attorneys for you to represent you in court for that trial. Well, in O.J. Simpson's case, I think it was the first $10 million of his, remember he had that dream team where he had all those amazing lawyers that were on his side. I think there was 5 or 6 of them. That was paid for by insurance company money because he had not only a homeowner's policy with a liability attached to it, but then that ran out, and then he had I believe it was a $10 million umbrella policy. So that same $10 million then went to pay those attorneys as well. That's a great example of why we need an umbrella policy. There's so many things that can go wrong, especially behind the wheel of a car, to where if we run out of liability coverage, that umbrella policy is there to cover us, so then we don't have to start liquidating assets. Well, I hope you found that helpful and interesting, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.